We, the youth of Takas, we can't take this for granted. It has reached to a point that we will put our eyes to see what the law will do. But for now, we appreciate and we receive everything that happened with us in good faith.
A.L.F Yorùbá TV.
Àyànfẹ́ Ẹlẹ́dùmarè mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jẹ́ olólùfẹ́ wa lórí ìkànnì A.L.F Yorùbá TV níbi tá a ti ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ múròyìn wá lọ́tùn ọ̀tún bó ṣe ń lọ náà là ń bá dọ́gba gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ wípé ìròyìn náà láyàn láàyò lórí ìkànnì A.L.F Yorùbá TV tá a ṣe máa ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gbẹ̀yìn tí ẹ jẹ́ olólùfẹ́ wa débẹ̀ gbogbo gbà ṣùgbọ́n lónìí tá a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a mú wá fún ti àsìkò yìí yóò fẹ́ yàtọ̀ díẹ̀ sí nǹkan tá a ti ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a ti máa ń gbé jáde kò sí tó yàtọ̀ ju pé bá a ṣe ń ṣe ìròyìn náà tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ la ṣe ṣe léyìí torí pé àwọn ti tàsìkò yìí kò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bà wá lọ́kàn jẹ́ púpọ̀ lórí ìkànnì A.L.F Yorùbá TV torí wípé Yorùbá ní ta bá ní kò kàn wá ó lè kẹni tí ó kàn tí ó fi kàn wá èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau ó kẹni tó súnmọ́ wa èyí tó sì jẹ́ wípé ó bà wá lọ́kàn jẹ́ láti lè jẹ́ kí a gbé jáde kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́jọ́ olólùfẹ́ wa kẹ́tùmọ̀ bí nǹkan ṣe lọ nípa ìkọlù àwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi bandit àwọn Fúlàní afẹ̀míṣòfò ni kò dín ní ènìyàn bíi 4 sí 5 tákọ sílẹ̀ wà wípé wọ́n ṣekú pa láàrin ọjọ́ àìkú Sunday ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a wà yìí títí di àná tí ń ṣe ọjọ́ ajé Monday èyún ọjọ́ 19 títí di 20 oṣù keje ọdún tí a wà nínú rẹ̀ yìí kò wá sí nǹkan tó bà wá nínú jẹ́ jùlọ bí kì í ṣe wípé bí àwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi Fúlàní afẹ̀míṣòfò yìí bá ṣe wọnú ìlú bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn fìjìláńtì kan náà ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tá dojú ìjà kọ wọ́n nínú ètò sì jẹ́ wípé láàrin àwọn fìjìláńtì ọ̀hún ó ń bẹ nínú wọn tó ṣe pé wọ́n máa ń fún wa ní ìròyìn nípa bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ ní kọ̀rọ̀kọ̀ndù ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau ṣùgbọ́n ṣe wá láàánú ó sì bà wá lọ́kàn jẹ́ wípé ìkọlù ọ̀hún ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dé ọ̀dọ̀ ìkan láàrin àwọn fìjìláńtì náà ètò máa ń fún wa ní ìròyìn adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè wípé ẹ̀mí wọn sì ń bẹ láàyè wọ́n gba ìtọ́jú lọ́wọ́ ní ilé ìwòsàn àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti bẹ́yìn yọ pẹ̀lú bí àwọn ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì ọ̀hún bá ṣe gbìyànjú pẹ̀lú ìbọ̀wọ́ wọn tí kò ní agbára tó ti àwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi afẹ̀míṣòfò bandit táwọn gbé AK-47 rìn ó ṣe wá láàánú ó sì wú wa lórí wípé wọ́n ṣekú pa bandit 3 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ nínú ìkọlù ọ̀hún nígbà tó sì ṣe ní àlẹ́ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ tún padà yíwọ́ pẹ̀lú bá ṣe ní àwọn ọmọ ogun ilẹ̀ yìí kọ̀ọ̀kan wọn tó fi páńpẹ́ òfin mọ́ àwọn ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì ọ̀hún pẹ̀lú bá ṣe ní àlẹ́ wípé àwọn ènìyàn àwọn Fúlàní ò ní wọ́n ṣekú pa páwọn tán pa yìí wọn kì í ṣe báńdíìtì ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tó jẹ́ olórí ọ̀dọ́ fún àwọn ìlú náà ìlú 3 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ oníkọlù ọ̀hún ti wáyé àmọ́ ìta fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ká pé àkíyèsí ara wa sí tó jẹ́ wípé ó kàn wá gbọ̀ngbọ̀n wọn náà ní kò sẹ́yìn tí ó kàn wá mẹ́ o ẹ má ṣì mí gbọ́n torí ti Elédùmarè ṣùgbọ́n ẹgbẹ́ mo ti sọ wípé igun súnmọ́gun ju ara wọn lọ ó ní tèyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan lára àwọn ènìyàn tó jẹ́ olùgbé abúlé tó pè ní Takas ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Pakshin tí ń ṣe ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau ọ̀hún lásìkò tí wọ́n ṣe ní àlẹ́ wípé wọ́n ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sísí oko lọ́wọ́ làwọn Fúlàní náà wọ́n dá màálù wọ inú oko wọn ó gbìyànjú láti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bá àwọn Fúlàní ọ̀hún sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ padà bẹ́ẹ̀ yọ pẹ̀lú bá ṣe náà Fúlàní náà wọ́n gún ní nǹkan níkùn tó sì gba èkúrújẹ lọ́wọ́ Ẹ̀bọ̀là báyìí ni ti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Pakshin bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló tún ṣe wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Rijom níbi tá a ti láwọn ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì wọ́n ṣe ìkọlù sáwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi ọ̀hún lásìkò tí wọ́n ṣe ìsìn tán ní ilé ìjọsìn èyí ní ọjọ́ àìkú àkí àwọn ikọ̀ fìjìláńtì náà lù wọ́n lọ́gọ̀ọ́ ẹnu pẹ̀lú agbára tí wọ́n ní láti fi jẹ́rí àwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi wọ́n pa 7 nínú àwọn bandit náà wọ́n sì ní 5 fi ara gba ọta àbọn lásìkò tí wọ́n ní ìjà pẹ̀lú wọn yìí àwọn fìjìláńtì náà fi ara pa ibi tẹ́ẹ̀tì mọ́ rí wọn ní ilé ìwòsàn àmọ́ ìtọ́gbà wa ní jẹ́ ni wípé níṣe ni arábìnrin kan ní inú àwọn èèkàn nínú ìlú ní ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan ìjọba wọn wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan àwọn ológun wípé wọ́n dáàbò bò àwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi yìí àti pé ikọ̀ ológun kan wà láàrin àwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi náà tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn ènìyàn tó ń gbìyànjú láti dáàbò bo ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá àwọn ènìyàn wọn èyí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau ọ̀hún àtọ̀tún àtòsì á ṣe àfihàn fọ́nrán gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé. A dúpẹ́ wípé ènìyàn wa tó wà lára àwọn tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wa ní ìròyìn ní òkè lọ́hùn-ún ó wà ní àlàáfíà báyìí lẹ́yìn ìkọlù ọ̀hún. Ètò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kó wa ní papamara tó sì kó wa lágara láti lè ṣe ìròyìn ọ̀hún bó ṣe tọ́ àti bí ó ṣe yẹ. Ẹ dákun torí tẹ́lẹ̀dùnmẹ́rẹ́ já farabalẹ̀ kájọ wo bí nǹkan ṣe lọ àti ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau ọ̀hún. Ẹ̀rí pa tí wọ́n mú ròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau wá ní gbogbo ìgbà ṣáájú àsìkò yìí, àmì lè kàn wá níwọ̀n tó sì jẹ́ wípé ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lágbára díẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bí nǹkan ọ̀hún bí ó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. Bó ṣe lè rò kórí ọlọ́wọ́dẹ́wọ́ gbé fọ́nrán rẹ̀ wọlé tẹ́gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ inú ìlú náà àti arábìnrin ọ̀hún tó ṣe àlàyé lórí ìkọlù táwọn oníṣẹ́ láabi náà tán ṣe pẹ̀lú bá ṣe jẹ́rí àwọn báńdíìtì pẹ̀lú ìbọn onígi lọ́wọ́ wọn. Adúpẹ́ pé òkun fáyìn olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ ń dúró tì wá ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ dákun ẹ dábọ̀ tẹ́ bá ti wọ àwọn fọ́nrán ọ̀hún tán ẹ bá wa súre kí ẹ sì bá wa ṣe àdúrà fún ọ̀kan lára àwọn ènìyàn tó ń fún wa ní ìròyìn lápá abẹ́ọ̀. Ètò náà fi ara gba ọ̀gbẹ́ tó sì gba ìtọ́jú lọ́wọ́ ní ilé ìwòsàn báyìí. Elédùmarè kò ní fi ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wá sílẹ̀. A sì ní àwòrán àti fọ́nrán òkú ọ̀kan lára àwọn ènìyàn tó ṣekú pa òkun ànilọ́wọ́ tẹ́tí wọn pa lè ṣàfihàn rẹ̀ fún wa lórí ìkànnì yìí. Ẹ já pàdé lórí ìkànnì WhatsApp fẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀rí máa jẹ́ nìṣó lórí àlàyé tá a ṣe yìí. Àwòrán rẹ̀ bó ṣe sùn gbalaja sínú àgbàrá ẹ̀jẹ̀ á fi ṣọwọ́ sí wa lórí ìkànnì WhatsApp. Ó dàbọ̀.
We are here right now at Jos University Teaching Hospital, where we brought our brother victim of banditry and terrorism that was carried out by Fúlàní militia or militants from Rankum, which is popularly known as Mahanga, when about thousands of them were brought from across the state and outside the country. Were brought since last week to carry out this carnage, and for over 1 week Tanjol and Buak villages of Jol community have been under perpetual attack, part of it from Fas and then from that Mahanga and other places. Now what actually happened this afternoon at about 3 p.m. of today, being Sunday 19th day of July 2026, shortly after people came out from church service, not knowing that the bandits had already come and encamped themselves in so many strategic positions, trying to encircle the whole community and of course carry out this act of terrorism on our people. As a result of which 3 people were injured and one is right here behind me. 2 are there at Ogun Hospital and 1 person killed. And this attack lasted for almost 2.5 hours under ceaseless gunfire that these bandits came and carried out this onslaught on our people. And while the attack on Jol community was ongoing, there was another one too. The same part of the criminal gang or bandits also moved to Rim community and invaded that place. So there were 2 simultaneous attacks at the same time on John and Rim. Thank God in that of Rim there was no casualty. Of course, what baffles us in this particular incident is even upon the arrival of the security forces, particularly the Operation Enduring Peace personnel that came from Daku, the attackers never even retreated, no stopped their heavy gun firing on the vigilante that were resisting and repelling them. And it went on and on, I think, until when the tactical force from the STF headquarters and also the arrival of the sector commander, that they were able to repel these people decisively and they retreated. But of course, one happy thing about this incident is that 3 of the bandits were neutralized by the local vigilante, and also 5 of them were injured, according to our sources reliably given. And of course, lo and behold, after the incident, we learned that the bandits have used their media team to report at Gaftan media platform that Birom militia ambushed Fulanis and three of their kinsmen or headsmen were killed. The question to ask there is that where were those so-called headsmen killed? Is it not in Tanjol, the community that was attacked? Where were those 5, even though they refused to report about the 5? Because what? There is a concealment of a fact of banditry. They came and let it out on the people. And why are they quiet about the other 5 that were injured? Because if they ever reveal or disclose of that, security will go after them. And since we have gotten reliably that 5 were injured and they conceal that, it therefore means they are a party to this. Because whoever tries to hide a fact of a crime such as heinous as this has also made himself a party. So all we are saying now is that the 5 bandits that were injured, aside the 3 that have been killed, how I wish they were alive. They were among those injured, so that we will include them among those to be trailed by the security agents for possible arrest, investigation, and also prosecution. But of course, since they have gone to where they deserve, the remaining ones that are alive, we are appealing to both the personnel of Department of State Security Services, Operation Enduring Peace, and as well as Nigerian Police Force and other sister agencies to go after these bandits that have been injured and also have them arrested for onward investigation so that it will serve as deterrent. And we are also calling that if Mahanga is not brought down by security agents, if there is not a flush out operation on Mahanga, Plateau and the entire Middle Belt will know no peace. Because it's from this same Mahanga that they were planning to go and attack Taraba, to attack part of Benue and also southern Kaduna. So Mahanga has become the headquarters of terrorists. It has become the terrorist enclave, first of its kind on the plateau, where a lot of coordination are made. And then what happens outside Mahanga is the implementation of the resolution that are made there. So if Mahanga, if government does not rise up to bring down that place and hand it over to the original inhabitants who have been displaced, it will remain, Plateau will know no peace. And Plateau will continue to become a theater of onslaught, terrorism, and banditry that we are witnessing in a very large scale. And one interesting thing about this particular incident is that the attackers came in hundreds, groups of hundreds that shared themselves and came to encircle the entire Jol community that now has about 7 hamlets that are standing, but they came to surround it. As if that wasn't enough, even extending the same onslaught to nearby community of Rim. It therefore means these people are in hundreds and thousands at Mahanga, Fast and other places, because while the attack was ongoing at Tanjol and also part of, we also learned that there was another incident around Crete. Not only that one, we also gathered that there were about 40 of these bandits spotted around Hawankibo and also around the Rinyan area. So we can see how, 2 weeks ago we got the intel that about 1,000 of Chadian have been brought to add force to the existing bandits that are already in Mahanga and other places. And then there was another batch of 3,000 that were under training to also be brought into Plateau. And then of course, with the way these people displayed their arsenals, their manpower today, it shows that of course these people have already been brought in. And that is why they had the guts. But we were surprised that despite the presence of the security, these people were even advancing. The bandits were also advancing to come and attack, to continue attacking Tanjong. And the question to ask there, could it be that the military were shooting in the air? They were not using the professional, knowledge of dealing with bandits that they had the guts to advance, and then there was nobody gone down in that military operation. So it calls for, of course, we appreciate the role the sector commander and the tactical team that came from the SF headquarters played. But of course, more needs to be done than what really happened today. And then aside this one, we are also of the fact, based on credible intelligence, that Ding Sisut, Nyaroi, Dorowa Babuje, Dorowa Soho, and other places have already been earmarked for possible attack this night as we are talking. And so we have alerted, and thank God I've spoken with the Operation Safe Haven headquarters, and they have assured us of deployment both to Kri, to Ding Sisut and other places. And of course, with the heavy presence of the personnel of state departments, that is the DSS, that are on ground around Ding Sisut, we want to believe that these bandits will be given what they deserve, so that the battle will not just end at just repelling them. They should be flushed out, and they should also be banned on open grazing as far as we are concerned, because even those ones that came to Tanjong yesterday and also this afternoon came with a very high number of cows in the name of grazing, and lo and behold, hundreds and thousands of people were already in the midst of those cows. And so because a cow had been made a sacred animal, has been placed, given primacy above human beings, that is why these bandits have the guts to use cows, to use grazing, and then come and perpetrate these heinous activities that they are known for. And so we are saying that as from now onwards, Fúlàní should stop grazing their cows on Birom land, on Birom communities. And government should rise up to bring an end to this. In short, we want to have the replica of what the Niger state governor did, that Ardo Manga should be stripped of his power. He does not deserve to become an Ardo. All these Fulani leaders, except those who have demonstrated patriotism, who have demonstrated neutrality, who are not part of this, that should be spared based on security investigation. But all others that are involved in this should be shown the way out of Plateau, or be shown the way out of this planet Earth, so that people can have peace, and a wonderful peace that we are yearning for.
And in the place of the military, they would have done better by either withdrawing or having the community leaders come over rather than shooting at the civilians, unarmed civilians that were on a peaceful protest. After all, it wasn't even up to a protest yet. It was a number of few women trying to ask, what do you have in the car coming into our area? And what is your mission? We want to see what is in the car. I think that's not too much for them to ask based on the security position of the area. That area has experienced a lot of killings, attacks from each angle of the society. So they have the right to defend themselves by asking questions. Because once somebody is coming to your community that you don't know, you ask questions, especially whereby you have a soldier with a dreadlock on his head. When in Nigeria, we know that at every checkpoint, soldiers will have to trim the dreadlocks of our children. But today is a soldier that is wearing a dreadlock with an unknown kind of camouflage on his body, an unknown color that the women were not able to recognize whether it's of the military, the police, or the civil defense. So they have every reason to have asked questions. And right at the junction when they were facing the security, they put that soldier, they had to go and shave him immediately, put him in the armored tank and change a route with him. They had to go and keep him in a safe place and come back. So can the military tell people who that soldier is? We really want to know, is he really a soldier? Is he a fake? Was he here for us or he was against us? Because we have never seen a soldier with that kind of uniform. And that's the shock we have. And we have a lot of questions to ask. Right now we have 2 women dead, with one father-in-law losing 2 daughter-in-laws at the same day. One has a child of 4 months with an operation that has not even healed. And now she's living in a pool of blood, waiting to be buried. In fact, we are not happy at all. I feel we are more safer without the security, because they have caused us more harm than peace. We expect them to be our friends. I can't imagine a well-trained soldier, a sincere soldier that was well-trained and disciplined, shooting at a civilian that is unarmed at positions that are deadly. That was unofficial or unprofessional of them. It was very wrong. Seriously, as a community, as a leader in the community, I think we are heartbroken with what has happened. And even for the fact that we have the corpse of our paramount leader on ground, We are mourning, and these same women are from that same family of the paramount leader. So they have caused us more pain than coming to help us. If you are here for good, it was enough reason for you to have told the people, wait, we'll listen to you, but let's have your ward head or your councillor or anybody before we can show you what is in the vehicle. If there are sensitive materials that they may not want, or sensitive equipment that they will not want ordinary people to know, then they should have called for leaders to come and identify what they have in the vehicles, and they will be allowed to pass. My cars have been plying that road. Nobody has blocked any. So I thank God that the people at the construction site of the road, they were even there to testify. They saw what happened. They were even shooting at people that were in the farming side. Some have the block industry areas. Some were passers-by. They were aiming at all these people. So we have a question that we need an answer. The security that were here today should be able to identify that soldier, that personnel that came with the dread. Thank you.
Also here, with all his officers, I want to make an appeal, a passionate appeal. We, the youth of Takas, we can't take this for granted. It has reached to a point that we will put our eyes to see what the law will do. But for now, we appreciate and we receive everything that happened with us in good faith. We receive it with two hands. But we want you to know that we cannot take this lightly. We cannot accept this in Takas land. We cannot. It has happened. This is not the first time. It happens once, twice, thrice, fourth, fifth. This is like the sixth one. We are experiencing the same tragedy. So we want to appeal to the law that yes, some has been apprehended, but there's a need that anybody who kills needs to be killed. Sure. That is final. If you kill, you need to be killed. Nice. And we are with the opinion that if the law will give us a chance.
A.L.F. Yoruba TV.